9:14, a live look now with the head of the Immigrations and Customs Enforcement, known as ICE, taking the hot seat in that House hearing right now. At issue, there's the chairman there. How many illegals are captured and deported under the president's immigration action, or why, in many cases, known criminals are simply being released? The man running that hearing is Republican Jason Chaffetz out of Utah, and I talked to him a bit earlier today about this. Jason Chaffetz, chairman of the House Oversight Government Forum Committee, with me now. And sir, good morning to you from Capitol Hill.
Good morning.
What are you looking for today in this hearing?
Well, what's concerning is the president and the Secretary of Homeland Security say that they're targeting the criminals, but they've had more than 60,000 criminal aliens. These are people that are here illegally and committed crimes, got caught, got convicted, and then they were released back into society. We're talking about theft and robbery and DUIs and the criminal element. They didn't deport these people. They released them back out into the public. And in many cases, I think they got treated easier than if they did a United States citizen. And so we want to know, why are these people not deported? Why are they back out there committing more crimes? By the way, of the 60,000 people that have been released, more than 5,000 have committed another crime. And that's just so wrong.
That's what ICE reports on screen. 36,000 criminal, what they call non-citizens, unlawfully present in the U.S., and about 5,000 of those went on to commit subsequent crimes. 1,000 of those individuals have already been reconvicted. You asked the question, answer it. Why is this happening?
I don't know. It shouldn't be. It would be less costly to deport them, but this administration doesn't want to do that. And so I'm combining not only last year's number, but the number before that, because those people are still here, and that's why the number rises to more than, pick your big football stadium at your local college or pro team. That many people, they're criminals. And again, we can argue about what we're going to do with immigration, but when you have somebody who is a convicted criminal who's here illegally, they should serve their time and then they should be deported. But that's not what they're doing in this administration.
Well, here's the president from 4 months ago talking about this very issue.
If you're a criminal, you'll be deported. If you plan to enter the U.S. illegally, your chances of getting caught and sent back just went up. The actions I'm taking are not only lawful, they're the kinds of actions taken by every single Republican president and every single Democratic president for the past half-century.
So I know what you're wondering. You're wondering what those words mean. What do they mean?
They're a little bit hollow. We do deport some people, but when you have a convicted criminal who's here illegally, they should serve their time and be deported. But that's not what's happening, Bill. They release these people back out into the public, and they're committing more crimes. No. And they're dangerous. These are not, jaywalking in the streets of New York. We're talking about theft and burglary and assault.
I get it. We're going to listen
against children.
We're going to listen for that hearing today. And some of the things you point out are not right, and it should not continue. So that's that hearing. The other story you're working on is the Secret Service and what happened at the White House. Now we've learned that the surveillance tapes of this incident, where apparently 2 agents were driving drunk, the tapes no longer exist. Why is that?
May. And what we saw was 8 of us in a closed-door hearing, or closed-door setting, got to watch 2 videotapes. We asked for other angles, other additional video, and then the director surprised all of us there, 4 Democrats, 4 Republicans, by saying, we may not have more tapes for you because it is our policy to erase these tapes 72 hours after they're taken. Are you kidding me? For national security purposes, for convicting the person who left a would-be bomb at the White House? Are you kidding me that they erase these tapes? I hope it's not true, but for the director, more than a week after the incident, to not even know if the tapes are there, it just begs a lot of questions.
Well, why is he qualifying that with the word may? I mean, either you know or you don't know.
And that's the concern, is that more than a week after a very high-profile incident, knowing that he's coming to Congress, you would think he would know definitively if they're there or not. So we have noticed a hearing for next week. I know that the director is before the Senate Budget Committee today, but we need these answers, and we should be able to see these tapes, because they're going to be very telling in terms of, were these people intoxicated? What happened at the scene? They may be embarrassing, but they are something that are part of the public record and that we in Congress should be able to see.
And thank you for your time today. We'll watch for more on both these issues, okay?